Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mkenya, UK. I want to take this special opportunity to say welcome to today's episode, and I'm just doing it right here from the comfort of my couch. And today I want to talk about something special which I've heard people talking about it, and I think it is something which is a reality. Yeah. So just the other day, I was listening to my brother from Germany, who is called Rogers Lugose. He addressed the issue of those people who are living abroad. They don't want their family members, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their uncles, their aunties to come abroad. Chanisongesha hivi vizuri ndio niongee. And that is a reality. It is very true. Because if you ask many people, not even coming to UK or Europe, when I was in high school many years ago, around 2008-9 there, many of my relatives used to tell me that just finish Form 4, have a certificate, and then we'll look for a place for you, we'll find a school for you, we'll find a college for you, and we will find everything for you. I did my high school exams. I got the grade which I got, and in fact, by the way, when you go to ask them, you tell them, now what you told me is here. They just tell you this. Habari yako kijana, uko na makaratasi? Where are your papers? That is the question they ask you. Where is your papers? Imagine you have all your papers. You have done what they were telling you. You have finished your Form 4. You have gotten the grade which they told you. Sit back and relax and watch this video to the end. That is not the only story which you have been told by relatives. And for your information, by the way, you should know that the only person who can assist you is either your father or your mother. Yes. And I can testify, because me, I've been supported by my parents through thick and thin. Yes. And I can affirm that. Because I know, let me not base it on myself, but I've been assisted by my parents. Yeah, of course, there are those who have assisted me for my brothers. Yes, but it is 1% of your relatives who can help you to achieve something. Yes. Now today, I want to talk about relatives. But honestly, if you think that your relative is going to assist you do something, forget. Let me give you this story. And this is a true story. I used to have, not me, there is a friend of mine, let me call him friend B or friend A. A friend of mine, friend A, I don't want to say his name here, because some people watch me, and they might say that this boy now went to Europe, is starting to do this to us. So this friend of mine had a relative who used to fill the green card. I think you know the green card, right? Yeah, a green card is a form whereby you fill, you take a photo, a passport photo, and then it is just a lottery where maybe by good luck you might win a lottery, and then you get a chance to go to USA. So an uncle to this friend of mine, whose name is friend A, I don't want to say his name, and by the way, this story is real. It's real. If I open up and say, give you the name of that friend of mine, you ask him this story, he will tell you that this is a real story. So listen carefully. Yes. So this friend had an uncle who used to do that business of taking you a photo, helping you to fill the green card lottery cards, and sends them until the time the lottery comes out. you either you win or you don't win. And this friend of mine was assisted by this uncle to fill that lottery form. Of course, it comes once a year. So after filling, everything went on, and this friend of mine used to work for his uncle. Working, I mean, this uncle had a small business where he was buying tea. You see, where we come from, Kisii Highlands, there is tea, and then there's something which we call sokouru, whereby you buy tea leaves from the farmers. Just immediately when they are packing it, you pass with your car, and then you buy, and then you give them something. So this friend of mine used to do that for his uncle, keeping in mind that this uncle might assist him to fill that lottery, and maybe if he wins, the uncle will assist him to relocate to USA. Everything went on well, and this boy used to working with focused, determined. You can just imagine when you've been told that I'm going to feed for you this, and you might win a green card for you to go to USA. So you work while being determined, keeping in mind that maybe something might happen. Yes. Listen to this. The result came out, and of course we never knew that friend had won the green card lottery. Nobody knew. It is only the uncle who knew. But guess what happened? He never wanted to tell this boy, who is my friend, that he had won the green card lottery from the beginning. So why? Because this uncle really wanted to relocate. He had done everything. He had attached himself to ladies who had won lotteries. He had attached his sons to ladies who are feeling the lottery. Because when I'm feeling, for example, and I have my son, and I'm feeling for a certain lady, I can attach my son, in that they are married, but in real sense they are not married. So this guy was really looking for this opportunity also to migrate to USA. Now the funny thing of all, he used to try this. He tried several times without winning, but this boy, this friend of mine, who is working for him, he tried for the first time and he won. He was selected. The uncle kept quiet, never wanted to tell him that he has won the lottery. Until the last minute, that is the time he said, you know what, you won the lottery. But, listen to this excuse, but your high school grades cannot allow you to migrate to USA. Which is a lie, which was a lie. So this boy, because he had no option and he had no knowledge about what's going on, how this can happen, he said, okay, now if I don't have the qualifications, I don't meet the minimum qualification, what do I do? He had no option, so he had just to forget and assume that he had not won. But in real sense, the uncle never wanted to assist this boy to move to USA. Why? Because he was fearing that if this boy goes to USA, he's going to be more successful than him. Number two, he never wanted this boy to go to USA to be the first to go before that uncle goes to USA. So with those two reasons, remember this boy is working for the uncle. He has won a lottery. The uncle has said, you have not qualified. Remember, going to USA, by then, if it had qualification, the boy had the minimum qualification. So what do I mean? The relatives, people who are close to you, might be working hard. in fact, might be working hard to ensure that you don't proceed or you don't progress in life. Are you getting me? The same story. I know you can testify, all of you who are listening to me, who are watching me, you can confirm that most relatives are ever against their relatives. You can confirm that most of your relatives, your uncles, your aunties, and whoever, they don't want you to be successful in life. So wherever they see that you want to get a breakthrough, they find something to bring and they block you. So when I was listening to this friend of mine who is called Rogers, he gave one example of a lady who wanted to migrate to Germany, and she had an aunt who was living in Germany. So the aunt told the lady, now what you need to do, just go to the school. There's a school somewhere in Kericho which offers the language exam. That is for German, because if you want to move to Germany, you must be able to communicate the language they use there. So this aunt told the this aunt told the lady, if you want to migrate to Germany, I'm ready to assist you. But you must go to school, you study the language, you pass, and then you present to me the papers. The lady went, did everything, but at the end of the day, the aunt never assisted. She came up with other excuses. Now you're presented your papers. I just presented them to the relevant authorities and they did not accept. But you know what? The aunt never is the word, presented these papers to the offices which are responsible for assisting people to migrate from Kenya to Germany. That's an aunt. Because number one, she was fearing that this lady, if she comes, she's a very aggressive, and she might be more successful. She might bring unnecessary competition. Another case, one friend of mine from USA who is called, there's a YouTube name, I think I've forgotten it. He's from USA, something home something. He said this, that one guy had an aunt in USA, and this aunt, sorry, not this aunt, but this guy really wanted to migrate to USA, just to be given an invitation to go to USA, so that at least he can have a taste of USA. So the aunt said, me, I'm just ready to send you an invitation to come to USA, so that at least you can see what is happening and enjoy your life before you go back. You see, when you are invited to either USA, Europe, any European country, you just stay there for at most six months, and then you go back home. So when this aunt told this guy like that, the aunt took time to send the invitation letter until the last minute. That is when the aunt sent the invitation letter. You see, now the guy was in rush because it is the last minute. He did not even have time to read that invitation letter to know the details of the letter. So the guy was okay. I've been given invitation letter. I'm going to the embassy for interview. So the guy presented himself. So the officials in the embassy said, give us the invitation letter. He just gave the invitation letter. So the guy the official read that invitation letter. Because this guy had not read what was in that letter, guess what the aunt had written? That I I invite bra bra bra, that is the name of the boy, to come to USA. But I fear if he will come back home. Just that statement. But I fear if this guy will go back home to Kenya after the invitation. You know, that one spoils everything. That one spoils everything. You can do anything, but that statement communicates a lot. Was this aunt ready to support that boy? She wasn't. She wasn't. And it is just simple. Some people might pretend that they want to support you. Some people might pretend that they want to make you realize your dreams. But in real sense, they are against you. Hello, are you getting me? How many of you are listening to me here? How many of you who can attest, who can confirm that what I'm talking here is true? I know 99% will accept that it is true. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that in most cases, there are those who can support you from your family, your relatives. There are those who can support you, but the percentage is less than 5%. Most of them, they will not support you. So ladies and gentlemen, you need to be careful that it is not all relatives who can support you. A relative can only tell you that do this and this and this, and at the end, I'll assist you to do something. But when you do that part and it reaches their time, they are not going to support you. So guys, that is it. And that is what is happening out there. Most of us, we had to stand on our own, to walk our own path until we came where we are. Because you know, if you share some stories of success to your friends or even to your relatives, there are those who have wakona mdomo mbaya, bad mouth. Wataenda kuwekea hizo vitu. Wakisha kuwekea, hakuna mahali utaenda. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel and keep on coming. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next video.